Oh boy. Damn.
I would like for this table to be higher.
When I find the key to this table, I will push it higher for you for the new year.
Thank you.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with the new video. Yes, it is us. It is both of us on camera. We have been on a hiatus for the past 2 weeks. As you guys know, Makael recently celebrated his birthday, so happy belated birthday to you. And Makael went on a birthday cruise. So, would you like to tell me about your
It was fun. I had a great time. I did. We went to, well, I had to fly to Puerto Rico, and we went to St. Martin. We went to St. Martin, the island of St. Martin, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Antigua, and Barbados. And the particular island that we went to in St. Lucia, we didn't particularly like. So that was like our least favorite island. Now, I'm not saying that St. Lucia is a bad place. I'm just saying because there's multiple beaches, but the particular beach that we went to, we just wasn't here for it. But everywhere else, we just had a great time. I did stuff for the first time, like jet skiing. I went snorkeling with the turtles. I mean, now I can't swim. Anybody who knows me knows that Makael cannot swim to save his life. So everybody, we did the snorkeling with the turtles and the jet skis in Barbados, our last island, and I was the only one on the boat because it was like a group of us, and I was the only one on the boat that had to put on a life jacket. And so when I got in the water, of course, naturally, I don't know how to swim. So when I got in the water, it just felt like everything was like right here. And so I was just like, ugh, I don't feel right. So the guy in the boat threw me like the little thing to hold on to. And he was like, you know, just lay flat down and put your head under the water and you can look. And the water was so beautiful. It was so blue. You can just look right down to the bottom. Mm-hmm. And it was just so beautiful and so surreal just seeing everybody's feet under the water just swimming. And I'm the only jackass with a life jacket on. But anyway, so once I saw one of the actual giant turtles that we were going snorkeling for, I said, okay, I'm done. And so I got back on the boat. And I just sat there and I watched everybody else, and I had such a good time. We went jet skiing before we did the snorkeling. That was fun. I was scared as hell because the 3 people that I was with when we went jet skiing, all 3 of them knew how to swim. So they got on their jet skis and they went all the way out. Well, Makael wasn't going all the way out at first. But then I'm like, no, I need to go all the way out because then I'll just be around this little area by myself. So I went all the way out, and it's like, the farther you went, like, the bigger the waves got and the deeper you could tell it was getting. So I just started thinking of Jaws. So then I just started going back towards the beach. But overall, it was just a fun, relaxing, week-long trip. It was just so much relaxing. I will admit, I did start getting homesick around like the 3rd day. And you'd be like, after the 3rd day? I just started missing everything and everybody. I started getting homesick to the point that by like the 5th day, I was missing my job. And I was just like, who misses work? But I was literally missing my job. Like, I was missing my job. I was missing my family. I was missing everything and everybody. I was missing church. So, you know, I would go off on the ship when I would get service, and I would just watch clips on YouTube from different sermons or whatever, just to get refilled or whatever. But I was just like missing home. I was missing home. But I would definitely do a week-long cruise again. I just wouldn't do it anytime soon. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, but no time soon.
So you think a weekend cruise would be better?
No, I didn't have a problem with the week-long cruise. I just started getting homesick. You know what I mean? Like, the cruise itself was all that. And I felt good when I got back to work that Monday. I was just like, well, this Monday, I was like, I feel great. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize how many people at my job was like following my trip. Because all Monday and Tuesday, I was just, everywhere I went at my job, people were like, oh my God, we saw your pictures and you had so much fun. And can we get your travel agent's number? I mean, we just I just felt good, but I'm like, I ain't know y'all was following me on social media, okay? But it was nice to have people say that they saw that I had fun, and I really did have fun. I had a ball, and that's how you celebrate.
Now, how was the food on the cruise?
The cruise food is always good. I always enjoy it. One day we had I had lobster for the first time.
The first time?
Yes, I've never had lobster before. So we were assigned. Well, anybody who's been on a cruise, you've been on a cruise before, knows that you go off on the islands, and when you come back on the ship, like during lunch or whatever, they always serve a lunch, and it's like I call it like the cafeteria. It's like a big cafeteria area where everybody gets their food and eat down, whatever the case may be. But then at night there's like the different restaurants, like the real restaurants on the ship, and we were we were assigned to this one restaurant called Sapphire, and the food was just good every night. It was good every night, and I mean, it's like you ate a plate of food and the waiters came back and said, "Do you want more?"
Okay.
Yeah, bring me another plate. I ate 3 lobsters. We just had so much fun. We had so much fun that we all tipped. We had the same 2 waiters every night. We tipped one of our waiters, but one particular waiter, we just all felt like we needed to give him an extra tip. So all 5 of us gave him $20 a piece, and it was just because he was such a nice guy. To the point that one night I didn't join them for dinner, and he asked where was I, and so the next night when I finally did come and they told me, and I saw him talking to his manager, but I didn't really think anything of it, but I was like, I was going to go on the other side of the room because they didn't see this at our regular table this night, and I was going to go say hi to him. And when I went to go say hi to him, when he saw me, he said, "Oh, Makael," and I said, "Yeah." And his manager and him talking, but his manager stopped, and I said, "We love him," and I just felt so good letting his manager know how nice he was. So we just had a good time.
And not like good customer service.
Yeah, and that's what I said too. I said, he exceeded customer service. I mean, the first night we met him, he remembered all of our names, so that when we came back, he didn't say, "What's your name again?" He knew our names, and I mean, he was just so nice. He was a young guy. He was from India. He was a young Indian guy. Very nice, very, very nice. And I mean, it just was so good. So when our last evening there, we was like, we gotta give him a gift. We were trying to buy something. We were like, we don't know what this man like, and we don't want to tell him. So we was like, we'll just all give him $20 a piece. And it was really nice.
Well, as you guys know, while Makael was on vacation, I was vacationing in the goddamn hospital.
Yes.
Well, I wasn't feeling too good. Let me tell you, I feel much, much better. I'm no longer in pain. I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm feeling very, very good. I was hospitalized because I had a gallbladder attack on Saturday. All last week, I wasn't feeling too good. I made a video. Apparently, the video sound wasn't loud enough. But what happened was my gallbladder was just hurting me very, very bad. And I have gallstones in my gallbladder, and apparently a gallstone was blocking the one of my bowel ducts from the bowel that's inside your liver. Let me just say this. Your liver produces bile, which is stored inside of your gallbladder. When you eat fattening foods like pizza, cheesesteak, fried chicken, oily foods, the bile secretes from your gallbladder where it's stored, and it helps break down the food. But when you have a stone blocking the entrance, the exit for the bile to come out, it keeps trying to push itself out, which created a whole bunch of pain for me. Now, I would have this pain for I've been going through this pain for probably like 6 or 7 months, but it wouldn't be like every night. It would be like every now and then it would hurt. First time I heard it for like 20 minutes, then about 30, then it progressed to like an hour to 3 hours, and then I would be fine. But last Monday, it just would not go away. And then I found out what it was, and they gave me something for the pain, and was like, "You'll be okay. You have to just eat such and such and such and such." On Saturday at night, I'll just go to that Saturday night because I was feeling better. And then all of a sudden, this pain went through my body where I wasn't sure if I was going to live or not. It was like, it felt like somebody was in here just twisting. It's the worst pain ever. And then my body just broke out into a sweat. I didn't know what was going on. I thought something ruptured. And I was like, oh my God, I got to get to the hospital because I think I'm about to die. And I get to the hospital and they told me that I had a gallbladder attack. And I can't remember the specific name that they told me that I had. But they was like, you're going to be here for a couple of days. You just can't go home with this. And they was like, they did ultrasounds, MRIs. They did all kinds of tests just to see like what was going on. And on Monday they were supposed to do a procedure to take out my gallbladder, but because my gallbladder was so inflamed, they told me that they could not do the surgery that Monday. And what I have to do is I have to take antibiotics to heal up the gallbladder, and then they can do the surgery. They can still do the surgery, yes, but I will have like different scars from them doing the procedure. So the procedure that they want to do is called laparoscopic. I think it's called laparoscopic surgery, where they go through my belly button, they insert a camera inside of my belly button, and they do 2 more small incisions, and then they remove the gallbladder that way. So I'm going to have that procedure very soon. I want to say thank you to everybody who called me, texted me, wrote me on Facebook, Instagrammed me. I mean, people were just out there from everywhere just praying for me, and I thank you guys so much. And I want to thank Derry, I think his name is Derry259 from Instagram. He was going to send flowers to the hotel, not the hotel, to the hospital, but I had got discharged. So I had the flowers sent to my home. And I didn't even know I posted what hospital I was in. And I guess with a picture with Makael in it, he seen what hospital I was in, so he wanted to, just surprise me with the flowers. So just thank you so much for the flowers. I swear, I feel so much better. And it really is the worst pain ever. And I don't ever want to feel that pain. Now, I know last week I said it's probably worse than having a baby, and several women wrote me and was like, yes, it really is. And it's painful, but I can say that I'm doing better, and I only have God to thank for that. I feel better, and I must really take better care of myself, my body, just everything. And my family kept saying, well, it comes from drinking. It doesn't come from drinking. Drinking actually helps the gallbladder if you are like a drinker on the regular. Now, I used to be a drinker on the regular, and I'm not now. But I wasn't eating right. I just wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. I wasn't taking care of my body the right way. So now, as a result, I have to lose my gallbladder. There's many websites you can look at to find out more about it, but I don't want to go on and on and on. I just want you guys to know that I'm doing so much better, and thank you guys for keeping me in prayer, and please keep me in prayer.
I found out one of my cousins was your nurse.
Yes, she was, and I was going to get to that.
But Amber told me, and I was like, and I completely forgot that she worked there. Even when I came to go visit you, I have completely forgot.
Yes, see, I thought I knew her from like school or somewhere. She was like, no, my cousin work on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, but I didn't know. I never met her.
No, you never did.
Cause I'm laying in the bed like, no, I know you.
No, you never met her.
And she's like, no, I know you.
Yeah, my family knows you. Yes, but you never met her. No,
she took good care of me, as well as all the other nurses and stuff there at the hospital. But like, she was really looking out, making sure that I was okay and everything like that. And then she was telling me about Nina and stuff, and the juror. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, she knows, because they know Amber. Yeah, they know Amber. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah. But you guys, I swear, I'm doing better. I'm drinking my water. I'm drinking my apple juice. I'm on a low-fat diet. I can't really eat anything, and I'm scared to eat any damn thing. I done lost weight.
You did lose weight.
Yeah.
How much have you lost?
Probably about 10 pounds.
That's what I want to lose.
Yes. I have about 10 pounds. And I
want to lose it all in here. But I don't want to lose it all back there.
You won't lose it back there.
No.
Because when you work out, you got to do your squats.
Yeah, of course.
When you contract this, when you're doing them squats, oh yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be like Nicki Minaj in no time. So, let's get this video started. I know we done lost a bunch of celebrities. I know the two that's on my mind right now is we lost Alan Thicke, who died just suddenly, like ice skating with his son, and we lost Zsa Zsa Gabor. Now that's somebody who they've been trying to kill off for a long time.
And some people thought she was already
dead. She was 99 years old. Alan Thicke was 69 years old. And I remember, I think for me, Alan Thicke started, I never really paid him no mind until like Robin Thicke came out, and then I started seeing him in commercials.
So you didn't watch Growing Pains?
No.
I did. Yeah, I watched Growing Pains. No, that was one of the few white shows as a child that rerun on television that I did watch. I watched that. I watched Step by Step. Well, Step by Step wasn't a rerun when we were kids, because that was actually...
Yeah, but I used to watch the reruns too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm saying Step by Step used to come on TGI Friday. I think by the time we were like old enough,
it was coming on.
I think Growing Pains were already off TV, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I had to look it up. But I did watch Growing Pains, Step by Step. They were like the only few shows that I did watch. You know what shows
I used to like? Family Ties and Small Wonder with the robot Vicky.
Oh yeah.
I watch a bunch of white shows. But as I got older, I liked Grace Under Fire, Third Rock from the Sun. Watch all them old school shows. But we want to send our condolences out to, everybody that done passed on. I was just really shocked to hear about Alan Thicke. Like that just came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I'm like, 2016 is not finished. We still got 8 more days to go in 2016. But this has been one of the worst years I can remember, where so many people have, moved on with their lives. And I pray that I'm not one of them. But last week, baby, I thought I was out of here. I want to tell y'all about a show that I've been watching on Netflix. Now, I know you're going to be mad at me. But,
why?
Because I was supposed to be watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and somebody hit me up today. One of our followers said, he's not, we can get that a rest, because you ain't trying to watch it.
Yes, listen.
One of our followers hit me up today, and they tweeted me, I don't know if it was yesterday or today. Well, yesterday, and they said, just finished the first season of Game of Thrones, thanks to Makael. This finale has me shook. And then somebody else wrote, I've heard it was a bombshell, been meaning to start, and they responded, get into it with the hands clapping. Okay, keep telling Kevin. He's going to thank me later.
Look, I was going to get into it, right?
Yes.
And then I turned on Netflix. And I seen this picture, and I'm like, oh, look at Felicia Rashad. This looks like a young her or her daughter, something like that. And then I see it says Celia, like as in Celia Cruz. So I began to watch it, and I'm thinking like, okay, it's going to be in English somewhere. And then I had to turn the damn subtitles on. And what it is a telenovela of Celia Cruz's young life living in Cuba.
So Felicia Rashad is not in it?
No, it wasn't.
The person just looked like her?
Yeah, okay. She looked like her from one of the pictures, but as I watched the show, I'm like, no, that ain't Felicia Rashad at all. But the show is just, it is so good. It's 80 episodes, and I'm like at the 45th episode, 45-minute episodes. And I'm watching with the subtitles. Watching this show, even though a telenovela is like a fictional story, it's still, I think it's loosely based off her life. It's not the real story, but it gives you enough to see that she dealt with racism. She dealt with her father not wanting her to be a singer. I know she had more brothers and sisters, because ain't nobody grew up in the 20s with just a sister. Okay? But her sister is a hot, jealous...
Just a sister.
Yeah, her sister's a hot, jealous-ass mess. And her sister is more like on the white side. So Celia's father always treated her... He wasn't as strict on her because he didn't care. Because that wasn't his daughter. And plus, Celia being a black woman, he's like, no, you're gonna be right. He didn't want her singing. He didn't want her doing anything. You seen the rise of Fidel Castro and his revolution taking over Cuba. It just showed you so much.
It's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show.
So I guess I would be able to watch it too because what's the name is the same way. The Pablo Escobar show. Narcos.
Narcos.
It's the same way. It's not in English at all. You know.
Yeah, it is good.
And they have the subtitles too. And I know a lot of people were like, I can't watch Narcos because it's not English. And I was like, no, bitch. You can watch this show because those subtitles let you know what's going on. And you sit there like, bitch. It's a really good show. So I guess and it's a drama, right?
Yeah, it's more drama. It's some comedy in it, but it's really telling you her life. And like right now, it's like. One, it's like she can't have a day of peace. It's like it's always something going on. I once I got further into the shows, you really get to see what Fidel Castro's regime was about. But it's still to me like it was terrible because it was like if you didn't agree with what we say, we gonna beat your ass until you agree with what we're saying. And what they were doing was they overthrown the President Batista, who was the Cuban president at that time. They were saying he wasn't doing enough to help the poor people. And Fidel Castro, he wanted to help the poor people, but he was making the rich people suffer for the other people being poor. And Celia was like, well, I was poor, and I worked really hard to get what I have. And it got to the point where she had a house built for her mother, and they took the house from her and was like, if you want your house back, you got to pay for this house again. And then they took the money and, helped the other poor people in the neighborhood. It's a really good show. And I think you guys should watch it. You will love it. And she just, that was so, they called her ugly, but they was like, oh, but she could sing. Like, they were just going in on her. Her life.
I remember when she died.
Like in 2002, 2003.
Yeah, I remember when it came on the news that she died because even before she died, she was just still big. Even here in the United States, you would see her on TV and things like that. And I always remember her very thick Cuban accent.
Yeah,
she had a thick accent, very thick, and the big gap in between her teeth. But I remember her so well. So when she died, I was just like, oh my god, that lady died. You used to see her everywhere. You used to see her everywhere. If you remember, over 10 years ago, before she died. But I mean, it was just crazy because when they announced it, I was just like, wow, like, this is big. She was
huge. She was the queen of salsa music. Like, just the queen, the biggest Latin superstar you could ever think of. Even bigger than Gloria Estefan. Like, she was just it.
Well, she
for
came
everybody.
before, she came way before Gloria, but she had been doing her thing for so long that she was well respected.
Yes, and I mean, right now on the show, I'm getting to the point where she's just now coming to America.
Okay.
And if y'all didn't know, she was banned from Cuba because she was against, Fidel Castro.
Okay, got it.
So she was never welcome back, and her music, with many other Cuban artists, they were banned from ever being played on the radio. So,
but she did, when she died, they did have like a big thing for her when she died.
In Cuba?
I thought they did. Like, they took her body back.
I'm not sure. I think she's buried in New Jersey.
She might be. I don't know. I thought they did at some point took her body back to Cuba, and because once she died, I don't know. But I thought that's what it was.
But if y'all get a chance, check that out and check out Game of Thrones because I'm on to Game of Thrones next. So this week, a YouTuber, Adam Salah, he was riding a plane from England back to America, and he made a video stating that he was speaking Arabic to his mom on his phone, and that made people on the plane feel uncomfortable, to where they kicked him off the plane. And he made a Periscope video. He was I don't think he was crying, but he looked like he was crying on the video, and he just kept saying like how unfair this was to him and things like that. And once I found out the kind of videos he do on YouTube, it kind of made me hard to believe his story because he does so many experiments and so many plane, like things on a plane, things in public. It's like, I don't know if he was telling the truth or not. So I don't know if I can be like, oh my God, that's just so wrong. Because it is wrong if someone speaking a different language. So what? They're not going to blow up no plane. If they done got past security, what are they going to do?
Now, because when I first posted it, I was like, this is horrible, this is wrong. Then I found out who he was, just like you did. And then I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. They still shouldn't have kicked him off. And then I was sent a video of him, and I assumed that it was not that same day, where he was on a plane and he was with his friends and they were talking about, let's start counting down in Arabic, really loud to just... And when I saw that video, I said, okay, so here we have an asshole who likes to get on planes and do things like this. And it's not funny. It's not funny for the simple fact that what it does is it causes a fear towards Muslims. Now, we already know that many people are still on edge about what happened on September 11th, okay? We already know that. We also already know that we just experienced a very, 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 very controversial presidential election where we had someone running and who was talking about banning Muslims. So for you to get on a plane and decide that you want to play games where you want to count down in Arabic loud so that can just scare people. I don't know if this was a prank where he was speaking with his mother. Let's just say it was. I don't know if it was. It may not have been. But you want to do things like this to scare people, particularly white people, because they scare very easily and fast when it comes to Muslims, okay? We know that. A lot of black people like me and Kevin who grew up in urban areas, we're used to Muslims. Whether you're black Muslims or Arabic Muslims, we're used to you. But a lot of white people aren't, okay? They're just not. And they'll let you know that they're not by the things that they say and do. I don't think it's funny to do things like that because you put out a fear towards Muslims and then you cause a panic. You know, and then you cause a panic with not only the people on the plane, but with the airline itself. Because the airline's #1 priority is to make sure that their passengers get to and from where they're going safely. You cause this kind of fear, people are going to be upset. Now, I started thinking, it's wrong that they kicked him off a plane, but then I started thinking to myself, would I want somebody kicked off a plane if they're counting down in Arabic and I don't know what the fuck's going on? Like, I started saying that, like, would I want that? You know what I mean? I think that if you were counting down backwards, now listen, I don't want you kicked off a plane because you're speaking in Arabic. Hell no, I don't want that to happen. But if you are doing something obnoxious to what he was doing, he needs to be kicked off a plane. Not only should he be kicked off a plane, but his actions and what he does should be taken to the point where he should be told and warned that if you continue these type of things, especially on airplanes, you will never fly with this airline ever again.
Or probably be banned from
flying. And I don't think he wants to take that step just for views and laughs. Because I don't think doing things like that is funny if he did it in a joking manner. It's not funny at all. And he should think about it before he does things like that. Because had he been on the flight with the wrong person, they may have knocked his teeth out of his mouth. You know what I mean? The wrong person may have knocked his teeth clear on out of their mouth. Especially if they realized who the hell he was and was like, yo, listen, that's not funny. And then you think that it is. They might have knocked his and whoever he was with teeth out of their mouth. So I would hope that he would think good and hard. Now, if this is true, and if he wasn't pranking, and if he wasn't joking, and Delta did kick him off, then Delta, you are dead wrong, and you owe him an apology. But I guess they're doing some sort of investigation to see.
He was already being rude. They were loud on the plane. Like they said, he was doing a lot of stuff on that plane.
Just being obnoxious. And then when they kicked him off, he tried to claim that, oh, I was speaking to my mom, and that's why they kicked me off. You know what, Adam? You're going to get to the point where you're just going to be banned from flying, period. And I don't think you want to do that because I'm sure you're someone who travels for money. You go on vacations. Yeah. So you might want to think nice and hard before you do things like that. You just might, but then they're the type of people who do obnoxious things like that for laughs. They do stupid shit like that for laughs.
Yeah, let me act like I'm flattening your tire,
Right.
stealing your gas.
So then somebody can walk up and knock the shit out of you. Let me flatten your tires, bitch. You know how much it is to get a new tire? You want to flatten my tire? Or act like you're flattening my tire? Are you crazy?
Yeah, so I'm going to take that story with a grain of salt.
And hope and pray that it wasn't a prank.
Yeah.
There's nothing to prank about. For his sake.
Yeah. And Kordell Stewart.
Kordell fucking Stewart. With an S. That's him. Oh, that's him.
Oh!
That's him because I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And the last time I went to the doctors and checked, I have 20/21 vision. Not 2020, but 20/21 vision.
So on Funky Dineva's website, he had an exclusive story about a guy who was saying that basically he was exposing Kordell Stewart. You can go to funkydineva.com for all of the details if you want to read the long thing. Basically, he was just saying like he wasn't being treated right, and Kordell was doing this and doing that, blah 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 blah. Funky Dineva asked for proof, like how do I know that this is really him, or you know, the guy sent him a video. Now this could be a guy, could be a girl, but on the video, now I couldn't hear anything from what I saw.
Neither could I.
But from what I saw was his dick right there on the video. He was showing it for a couple seconds, then his face happened to appear on the video, and then he turned around and his ass was pointed. Pointed, on point. On camera. Yes, for a while.
For a while.
I mean,
longer than his
on both sides, I wasn't complaining. But he talked to TMZ about the video. He said it was his video.
Yeah.
Said it was him.
He can't deny it.
Yeah.
Because his face is in it.
Yeah.
Clear as day.
But R. Kelly said it wasn't him too.
Yeah, well.
And got away with it.
Well, that was a grainy video. VHS. But I still believe it was him. That's the point.
So.
His was, be quiet.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That was a child pornography.
No! Bitch! You caught me!
Oh God, bitch! He's like, no!
Bitch! Okay. All kinds of shows and stunts. I don't think everybody in that video was a child though. Because it was multiple girls. But, like you said, it was a child porn, so shut up.
Yes.
Makael.
I don't need them shutting this.
Okay?
All
Because I don't condone nothing like that.
So,
baby.
he was saying that it was on one of his, he thinks somebody trying to set him up. It was on one of his ex-girlfriend's phone.
Can I ask you a question? Now, I know there are a lot of freaky guys out there.
Yeah.
I have proof that guys will do freaky stuff with their girlfriends. Even allow their girlfriends to fuck them in the ass.
Not on camera.
No, yes, on camera. Not with their face showing,
Oh,
but
okay.
I've seen with my own 2 eyes girls strapping on dildos. Excuse me if this is a little explicit. You might want to stop
I had to turn
and
my
have
head.
your child go out the room. Well, first of all, your child shouldn't be watching this anyway. This should be all adults. But I have seen with my own 2 eyes females strap on and have sex with a guy, whether it be their boyfriend or whoever, but have sex with a guy in his anal area while she's has his dildo strap on. I've seen it. So I started thinking to myself, but what straight man does things like that unless he's used to being in his behind by a... Because I don't think that's... no.
Well, some straight guys like ass play, but I don't know about with the dildo.
Yeah, some straight guys may... The farthest some of them may go will allow
a tongue.
girl... Yeah, a tongue. So,
And a finger.
Well, yeah, Kanye West. But allegedly. We don't want to get sued.
Yes.
Okay? Allegedly.
Yes.
But I believe it. Allegedly. Because I don't want to get sued. Because I want the money.
Oh!
But I just... There's not too many straight men that will turn their behind around and just poke it out for a girl on camera. Like,
But see, I don't know about the camera thing, but I know about when it comes to the bedroom, that's your place.
Right.
To do.
And there are, and you're right, and you're right, because no telling what some of these women do with their guys in the bedroom. Some of their hardcore guys. You're right about that. But I just find it very weird that before this video came out, there have been rumors upon rumors about Kordell Stewart
being gay.
Being gay.
Yes.
And then this video comes out, and when I first saw it and they showed his penis, I said, okay, well, they're showing his penis. This don't mean nothing. But then when he turned around and showed his
ass, it's just like,
why would you do that? Yes. Like, what woman is telling a man, all right, turn around, let me look at your butt? Like, hello?
Girls like to think about it, but not actually like on camera.
Like, guys don't even like their girlfriends to touch their butt or even comment on their butt. I've heard girls like, no, my boyfriend don't even like me touching his butt or even grabbing his butt when we having sex and stuff like that. I don't know too many girls that'll tell their boyfriend or husband or whatever to turn around on camera and let me see your ass. It doesn't make sense. That is.
And what does that do for a woman?
And what does that do for a woman to look at a man's fat ass? I chose my words wisely.
Fat ass. Anyway, so Kordell, I don't care who, you can't blame Portia.
No, you can't.
I don't know who you're gonna blame. You can't blame nobody but you.
You can't blame Andrew Caldwell.
No.
Even though he did say.
Well,
after I saw
you might have
okay. I said, wait, maybe he's telling the truth. And Kordell thought he could get away with messing with that. Okay?
Because he ain't too right.
Because he ain't too bright. Andrew Caldwell is 2 first ladies short of a pastor.
Of a church.
Of a church. Home. Parking spot. Hat. That's what he's doing.
Hey, I'm just plugging up the
It's true.
The charger to him.
So maybe Andrew Caldwell was telling the truth.
He said, yes, me Kordell got it.
Okay? Hey!
Portia, get your man.
Portia! Somebody get their man. Portia, Tawanda, somebody.
Okay. You know I got her answer.
Yeah, because I texted Tawanda too.
Oh, okay.
I said, Tawanda, did you see that video? Yup. All right. Listen, because if you didn't, I was going to send it. Yes, I was.
Ow! Kordell, I'm sorry. But ain't nothing you can do about this but wave the flag in September for Atlanta Pride.
Okay.
Because
wave the American flag.
Because that is it. That is it. I mean, there is no way you can defend showing your ass.
Okay, so
on camera.
I didn't see him on TMZ. What exactly did he say?
He was saying that it was on somebody's phone and somebody stole the phone. And that's how the video got out.
So he sent the video to someone. No, he looked like he was video chatting because he was talking, but you couldn't hear what he was saying.
Let's find the video, and then we're going to listen to
what he said.
What he says. Because TMZ can't make me take the audio down. Baby. I would have never responded to this.
Well, he had no choice but to. It was going to come up. Every interview he did from here on out, it would have came up until he said something about it.
And he said it was him right there. Come on, computer. It's TMZ Sports. Go get Paris Jackson. No. Let me Google Kordell Stewart TMZ. I'm all furious over stolen naked video.
Did he sound furious? Oh, that's him talking about it? Look, in that same room. So he had no choice but to say it was him. He's in the same room.
Ain't you seen that mark on his butt?
No.
Yeah, mark.
You trying to say it's a mark?
Kind of like a patch, not a passion mark.
Birthmark?
Yeah. Come on, play the video.
And anybody who went. Yeah, that wasn't in the video.
I don't want to show us down.
Always have the latest smartphone with AT&T Next. Well-qualified buyers can
I tell you one thing, AT&T's gonna get cussed all the way out if my bill is outrageous for after this trip. Because I called them about 4 times while I was on that trip.
What is that you with the video?
Yeah, that was.
What is this face?
That was.
Too bad.
For the girl I was dating at the time.
For the girl I was dating at the time.
She ended up getting her phone stolen.
You didn't give anybody permission to release this video, Kordell. This is not something that you wanted out on the internet for everybody in the world to see.
This was given to the girl I was dating, the lady I was talking to. Her phone was stolen.
I want people to be very clear that this is not something that you released in any way. I want people to know that you did not put this out there. This is something that was private to you and a girl you were dating, and it was taken from you.
Yes, it was taken.
Do you have any plans to go after this person?
Well, most definitely, I have my lawyers and everybody in place because we're going to get down to the middle of it.
The narrative, at least that I saw, was this is Kordell sending a video to another band. How do you respond to that?
I don't mess with no dudes. I'll say it again.
He's sorry.
Society has changed. Back in the day when you talk about men being other men, it won't be accepted these days. But out of respect to people in their lives that they live, because it's not about me attacking anyone else. It's about who I am. And as a man, all I have is my word. When I say what I say, I mean it from a standpoint, especially when it comes to.
I want somebody to ask him, but why he show his ass?
Do you want to say who took the video, not who you were dating, but do you want to say who took the phone? Who stole the phone?
I have no idea.
You don't know.
No one has an idea. She's a person. Because the person, because she was supposed to be the girl that I was dating, but she ended up meeting with someone else. This comes directly from my ex.
What? He said it come from his ex. Is he talking about Portia?
How would Portia know that?
The person you were supposed to see, which was the girl I was dating, wasn't.
Let me rewind that back.
Took the phone. Who stole the phone?
I have no idea.
You don't know.
No one has an idea. But she's a person.
He said Portia knows.
The person, because she was supposed to meet the girl that I was dating, but she ended up meeting with someone else. This comes directly from my ex. 100% from my ex. Nowhere else. Because you're not going to text my phone and tell me that the person you were supposed to see, which was the girl I was dating, wasn't, you're going to see her, then all of a sudden you come back and tell me she wasn't there, but yet at the same time you tell me that she and I need to get our PR person and our attorney so that we can handle this because she's supposed to go on Wendy Williams and release something and say it's going to get really ugly to the point where, she also comes back and mentions some to the extent of,
He's lying.
tell her it's prepare for war.
He's lying.
He's mad at the girl, but she don't know the girl doesn't know her. So why would you go out of your way
He's
to
lying.
try to incriminate someone that you don't know?
Can you turn it off?
And on top
Turn
of
it
that,
off. I'm gonna tell you how I know he's lying.
you got
He's lying because first of all, he's doing way too much talking. That's if your lawyers are involved. I'm sure somebody would advise you don't till we find out what's going on. You're doing too much talking. You're talking about your ex and all of you. And he made sure he emphasized. I don't know how many times. Maybe y'all can count how many times he had to emphasize that it was a woman, his ex, a girlfriend. She did her. No, it was my girlfriend. We heard you the first 2 times you said it. You ain't got to say it 10 more fucking times. He wants us to know that it was a female that he was talking to. By Craig, okay? You weren't talking to no female. You were talking to a man. You were talking to a man, okay? You were. You're doing too much talking and you're doing too much stuttering and you're doing too much lying, okay? I am...
What Portia got against him?
I don't know. But you can tell these people, I am an Inspector fucking Gadget. I'll get to the bottom of something in a minute.
But you better get down to the bottom of this.
Okay?
Yes. Well, you need to find out who stole that phone.
Okay? I don't care who stole the phone.
But wait a minute.
I want to know who you took it. Because to be honest with you, I don't think nobody stole the phone.
No.
I think the person who he sent it to leaked it. Why they leaked it? I think they leaked it because they were... First of all, this is the thing. What these men have to stop doing. And it's so funny that this came out. Because just a few days ago, I ain't going to tell you who I was talking to. Just a few days ago, I was talking to somebody who lives down south. And they were telling me, Makael, listen, where I work at, these married straight men come into my job, and sometimes they come in there with their girlfriends or their wives, but they checking me out. This person's a man, but they checking me out. And then sometimes they coming back by themselves and they giving me their number, and then they're either not necessarily doing stuff with this person, but they're sending them like pictures and videos of them, stuff like that, or telling them certain things like that. And they'll pay this person, whatever the case may be, so that they won't say anything.
What kind of work is this?
Well, I ain't getting into all that. I'm not getting into that. But the moral to the story is, this person sent, and it's like, these are some of the people who was like, and sent me a few pictures of some of the people. These are people's husbands and boyfriends and stuff like that. They do stuff like this. And then they what happens is, the person that they dealing with, they either get mad at them or they get into this big tizzy, and then they forget that the person that they dealing with got all this information on them now. You know what I mean? And so now they got your shit out there, and you think because y'all had these conversations in the past that, oh, ain't nothing gonna get out there, I'm not like that type of person. You think that y'all can argue and break up and then no, they ain't gonna really leak shit. No, bitch. You are who you are. They're definitely gonna leak something. Okay? They're going to leak it in a heartbeat. They may not leak it right then and there. They may not leak it when y'all first break up, because they want to have you thinking that, oh, bitch, ain't nothing going to happen. But 2 months, 3 months, a year from now, after y'all broke up, and you think everything is all peachy cream, then all of a sudden you turn on your computer and bam, your ass and your dick is on the thing. Yes. And I saw you post this today. You have to be careful. If you are a heterosexual man, you got a wife or a girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you need to start using sideline phone numbers and all these different apps. Stop texting these men or transsexuals that you are dealing with from your main phone number, because if one of them get mad at you, they got your number, they got the pictures, and if you are sending these people pictures, stop sending them with your face in it, or stop sending it with very distinctive tattoos that you have on your body in it. Because somebody like me, Kevin, to tell you, after 8 years of him knowing me, I'll tell you in a minute. And I've done it on plenty of occasions. What's my favorite line when I see somebody? I know you from somewhere. And then what happens? They look at me like, where you know me from? I don't know where I know you from, but it's going to come to me. And sure enough, it comes to me. And half the time, I done seen them doing porn or getting slayed on XTube somewhere. I have a photogenic mind. I just do. I can see your face or a tattoo and then not see it for months at a time, and then when I see it, I'm like, wait, I know that from some fucking where. Do I not?
That's true.
I've done it. And Kevin's been there. And be like, bitch, where you know from? I don't know. But it's going to come to me. There are other
that
people.
time we was in LA one time, and you kept telling that girl, I know you from
somewhere. And then come to find out, we were on the bus a year prior, all the way on the East Coast going to New York City on the fucking Greyhound bus. I had met this girl on the Greyhound bus. We had sat on the bus for 2 hours, and we had conversations. A year fucking later, never saw this girl again. Even when we got off the bus, I don't even remember her getting off the bus. She went her way, me and my friends went our way. I never saw this girl again. A year later, me and Kevin are in California. And we walking down the street, and I'm like, wait, I know you from somewhere. She's like, I don't know where you know me from. Because she didn't know who I was. She was like, where I know you from? I said, have you ever been on the E? And we were like, oh my God. And we took a picture and everything. Ain't that crazy? My mind is like that. So if my mind is like that, there are other people's minds like that. And I say that to say, you straight guys are so stupid. That's why so many of you get caught cheating.
Everybody. Everybody. Not just straight.
No, everybody. But I'm saying straight guys or guys, period, are more prone to getting caught.
Because men are men.
Because men are dumb.
And then they got all of these pages out there with the naked bodies on it with your face, and then your other pictures on there. Y'all have to be careful. Never put your face where you want to show your nasty stuff at. Never put your face nowhere. Ever, ever, ever. If I want to meet you, FaceTime. I mean, I could do a whole series on this, but you guys have to be careful. And if you want to send out naked pictures, do not have your face in them. It is so important for you older people out there to know that. And you young people, y'all dumb too. Y'all, these new young people, be having their faces on everything.
Everything.
And they can, you can record these people on stuff. They got all kinds of apps now. Your faces have to be safe.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
And it's a shame because then your ex you could be sending just harmless nude pictures to your ex, and then they set your ass up. I think the best thing probably not to be sending pictures, period. I don't know. But if you're a celebrity, you definitely should not be doing shows like Kordell Stewart. That was a 4-minute
That was a
8-second
show.
video.
That was a 4-minute, 8-second show.
Yes.
Instagram video. Because they're longer now.
And I can't believe he had his face in there. What man say? Yeah, let me show you my ass. Let me show you my ass.
Because the guy asked to see his ass. That's why.
Look at this chocolate ass.
Because the guy asked to see it. Let me see that ass. And he did. Then he was tooting it.
And it was on point. It was almost bigger than yours.
Hey, well listen. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. Kordell Stewart. You just got to be a little bit more careful. Now you on TMZ because you want to make sure you hurry up and get. But we already. I mean, this isn't the first time people. Like for instance, if something comes out about Odell Beckham, we're gonna believe it. Why? Because there's been previous stories about him possibly being gay. You know what I mean? Like if something like this was to come out about somebody like LeBron James, I might be a little iffy to it because of the fact, you know, but when you keep hearing these different stories about certain people, you're like, somebody, my mom used to always say, all these different people saying the same thing, somebody got to be telling the fucking truth. Okay? Kordell, we've been hearing that you was gay ever since you was on Housewives of Atlanta. When you were
Way before then.
When you were acting like a female.
When that rumor came out when he was on the football team for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he was acting like a woman on the show. What rumor on Pittsburgh Steelers? Let me hear that one.
Where he got caught in the park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By who?
A transgender?
Yeah. Oh, I can see him messing with a transgender. I can. Because they're their type. They're the type that's, you know, and I ain't nothing, you know, with the transgender, but I'm just saying, y'all know that those are the type of men that like transgender women.
And I mean, they're
those masculine.
everywhere. And we was in the hospital, he spilled tea to me. And I mean, Makael goes the fuck in, he plays no games. I'm telling y'all. Because I was over here shocked, like, wait a minute, who you follow? And then
I'm Inspector fucking
y'all gotta
Cat.
check your man.
You do.
You do.
Because let me tell you something. Ladies. Hey ladies. Listen to me, okay? What y'all need to start doing?
Oh!
Y'all need to start befriending these transgender women. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of these straight thugs out here are following them. And they're acting as if they don't know that it's a transgender woman. But many of these transgender women, because transgender and the gay lifestyle is becoming more, or is more open, a lot of them are letting you know off the bat, I'm a transgender woman. You're going to take it or you're going to leave it.
Okay.
And what some of these straight guys are saying is once somebody brings it to their attention, oh, you know you're following a transgender woman. Oh, I didn't know. I just looked at the picture and thought it was a chick. And you know, you just accept whoever asks the question and you just follow them back and then that's that. No. Because if you thought it was a chick, you're definitely going through her page to see her pictures, okay? And 9 times out of 10 in their bio, it says transgender woman.
Or TS.
Or TS. Like, come on. So, ladies, do your homework. These transgender women, follow them, and then go through their followers or their likes and see who's liking their stuff. And I guarantee you're going to come across a couple people that you know. I'm just saying, that's, you know. Because these guys, they play this, oh, I ain't gay, I don't do no type of stuff like that. But then you get caught up. That's how y'all get caught up. See, a smart nigga wouldn't follow any of them. Or they'd follow them.
Well, just do what you do. Yeah, do what you do.
Like me and your nephew had a conversation. Me and Richard had a conversation one day. You know, Richard's become my new BFF. He and I had a conversation one day. This was a while ago, and he was like, Makael, some of the guys around here, I've seen them like it training. I said, yeah. These are the guys that go for the transgenders.
Now,
The homo thugs.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think about something. I don't know.
What?
I don't know, because I don't want to make it look like... I don't know.
You don't know what?
Because I want to say it the right way, but I don't know how to say it, but I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. You get some in there.
Baby! And you know what's so funny that you said that? Because I said...
But the only thing that people see
is guys, yes. Nice guy. Nice looking guy. And a very nice guy. Very nice guy. I remember years ago when I used to work at the other hospital. Because he's very young. He was in high school and I used to catch the train with him. Always quiet and stayed to himself. He wasn't one of those guys that had to be, you know, when guys are nice looking, like they got to be at everybody's, you know, because I'm nice. He was always to himself, always stayed to himself. But I said to myself the other day, I said it's funny because every time I post a video of him where he's giving inspirational messages, nobody in the, 90% of the comments are about how he looks and not what he said. And I said to myself, he has to know that half the people that follow him are only following him because of how he looks. And then the other half, which are the gay men, are trying to figure out if he is gay. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, you know, good job on the inspirational tip, but you can't, you know.
Yeah, but that's the earthling part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You think it's earthling? Amber thinks it's earthling too. I said I'm happy at his age that he's trying to do that, because him and his girlfriend, they do it together, and I applaud them because two young
but
people.
Look how close the camera be to his face, and he's speaking.
You get mesmerized?
No, I just say he got nice eyes.
Yeah,
because you can't get the message. Really?
Like there's no.
But
and he's very, very, very well polished. Very, very well polished.
He's the kind of person that he can tell you one thing. He's one of the people you can tell, bitch, go jump off that bridge. They'll jump right off that bridge.
Oh no, not him. But you mean he's one of those people that'll tell somebody that, like a Jim Jones. You remember Jim Jones?
No, but you ever just meet somebody that's just so attractive, and their eyes are so piercing, like they can tell you to do something.
No, I've never met nobody like that. I ain't even gonna lie, and I don't know why I said Now I give it to you. He does have very nice eyes, but if he told me to jump off a bridge, I'd say, "Bitch, what's down there? Who's down there?" I said, "Me." Is Beyonce down there waiting for an interview? Because I'll jump.
Speaking of Beyonce, you haven't got a chance to talk about her nominations.
I'm happy for her. Like, I mean, I feel like we didn't, because
you ain't come that day, bitch.
I'm excited. Like, Beyonce is nominated for all these Grammys. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what this performance is like. And I saw somebody post on Twitter saying that it would be so dope if her and Solange collaborated with a performance, like a big one performance. Because that would be... Is Solange nominated? No,
she's nominated.
She is nominated.
Yeah.
But that would be so dope. Like, her and her sister doing a performance, and like it just merges together. Like, remember that BET Awards when Kelly did Buck Like That, and then they merged it together?
Yes, that was decent.
That was decent, and I think that would. And when I saw that, I said I could see that definitely happening.
Yeah, but see, then again, I would probably want Solange to perform by herself. But if they did it the right way,
well, you think Beyonce gonna do it the wrong way? Ain't no well. Beyonce don't do nothing the wrong way when it's on stage, baby. Really? You know that. Really. Did you see that MTV Video Music Awards performance? Okay, bitch. She let it be known, bitch. I'm that bitch. And if I was Solange, I would jump on it with her. You know why? Because Beyonce's not getting these regular 5-6 minute performances on these award shows. They're granting her 10-15 minutes on the fucking stage.
Yeah. I hope she does perform.
I hope she does too. Nominated for all those awards, you better perform.
But what's she gonna perform?
I don't know, but she better perform Oh Me Fucking Donald just as long as she's on that damn stage. Okay? Beyonce, don't play with me. You better be on that Grammy fucking stage. I know you'll be on there to win, but you better be on there to perform. And I mean it.
He said, I mean it.
I mean it. You better. Because ain't no way on God's green earth you nominate for all them awards and you don't perform.
Maybe she want to sit down and relax.
I want to sit down and watch her. Fuck relaxing. She can relax after she get off that damn stage.
And pregnancy can't even be another reason why you can sit down because you went on tour pregnant.
You went on tour pregnant. Hello? I was there.
Okay.
So yeah, don't play with me. Watch it, sis.
So as y'all gotta know, this weekend is Christmas. I haven't had a chance.
What is that?
Walnuts.
Oh, I couldn't see through the top. I was like,
they're supposed to go in the salad, but
that salad that's sitting on your bed open like that?
I just sat because I was waiting. I had to clear the table off.
Is it fresh?
Yes, it's kale. It's kale salad.
Oh, that's why it looks like that.
Yeah, it's good.
It probably is. Where'd you get it from? Wawa's, right? Mm-hmm. It looks like a Wawa salad. But they sell it good?
Yeah. I ain't putting no dressing or none of that on it though.
I know, because dressing it can be real fat, can't it?
Yes, and it can tear my insides up, and I ain't got time for that.
Well, what's that right there, the dressing?
It's like a cranberry vinaigrette dressing.
Is it good?
I haven't tasted it.
Oh, you haven't tasted it? Mm-hmm.
I won't taste it.
You won't taste it.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't ever want to experience that pain I had. Ever.
Is it the same as like when you are bottoming for the first time? Oh, you alright? You're right.
Alright, you tried it. But you should know, you the more experienced.
Bitch, I've never had either one of the pains.
So you got to tell me. In a parking spot. And then you going to tell me some shit.
And every time
I wouldn't know.
I listen. You know what both pains feel like, so I'm just trying to figure out. Which one is the worst?
What did I say an hour ago?
What did you say?
Tried it.
So we're just...
That's nothing. Compared to... Bitch.
For the first time, right?
No. I'm trying it. First time... I had fun my first time. That was a long time ago. I was a young buck.
Yeah, that's young buck.
2001 was the year.
Hey, listen, I don't want to hear nothing else.
Ow! 2000, I think. Maybe 2001.
It wasn't here, was it?
No. You know, I ain't played. Well, actually, I did do a couple shows. Back in the day, I did a couple shows.
Because remember that time when...
Don't every time.
No, bitch, I wasn't here to play with me. Don't you play with me. No, I'm going to say. I'm going to show you this thing.
The hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember that?
Well, it was true.
Yeah. But the thing is, you never said a name. Mm-hmm. So how he was able to know exactly who you were talking about. That's what you call a guilty fucking conscience.
Yeah, and it wasn't a bad thing. You didn't do nothing bad.
Bitch, when he confronted us about, well, not us, but when he said something to me about it, I had to go back to the video, and I was like, well, damn, Kevin didn't say nobody's fucking name, and I watched it, and I was like, bitch, how did he get that you were talking about him out of that?
Well, he was here.
Yeah. And he knew he was here. That's why he said something to me.
But why he didn't come to me?
Right.
I mean,
I told him. I said I wasn't even here. I didn't even know Kevin when y'all did this. So why you come to me?
That was a long time ago.
He confronted me. He said, yeah, because I know that's what y'all was talking about. Bitch, I don't know. But you come to me.
Well, how's the career going? The porn career going?
No, I think you. Hey, you bitch. I think it's no longer there. I've seen them. They're old though. But I don't think he there's no reason to do that because he does. Yeah. He's successful at what he does as far as
always.
Very successful. That's why I don't understand why he went down that road. I don't know why people go down that road. I think some people go down that road for financial reasons.
And some do it to see if they can really
make it. Yeah. But I just feel like, yeah. But
no.
Now that's the first. I never told you that.
Never, bitch. I'm gagging.
Yep. Put it out there, and I was like, no. First of all, I don't even know. You. I don't even know you like that. What you honestly think?
But the driver was around before? Alright, y'all getting mad because y'all want to know
Yes.
who the fuck.
And now I'm getting mad.
Yes.
Bitch, I can see me now getting a text message. Oh, I heard what y'all. Bitch,
You still watch?
you still watch?
Oh my God. But let me stop. Look, Christmas is on Sunday. Yeah. Yes, I heard about that.
Bitch, I'm expecting fucking gas.
You know everybody too.
I'm the real Wendy Williams. I'm just not as messy as she is.
Cause she put it up.
Cause she put it out there, I don't put it out there. I just look at you when I see you
Why
like
did
this.
she put that fucking picture
Of herself!
Yes!
Looking like Bob the fucking Builder.
Wait.
They said she looked like Pablo Escobar.
Bitch.
And she had this whole outfit on.
They put her on the cover.
And then people was like, wait, Barney's paper towel, did you see that?
That's the one I see.
She looks like that lumberjack.
Oh.
Wendy fucking Williams. You got a lot of fucking nerves to talk about people. Let me tell you something. A lot. Then you know what's so funny? Because when I first posted it yesterday, people was like, oh no, this is Photoshop. Bitch, she posted it. No, she did. She posted it on her page.
Who is it? Bitch, that's the best name.
She looked like a lumberjack. At 12 fucking years old.
Alright, I gotta calm down.
12 years old, you got the body of a 52-year-old. A 52-year-old man.
Wendy!
And then you got the nerve to make a career out of talking about people? If I was a guest at her show and she ever talked about me, I get a t-shirt made when she invited me on her show with that exact picture and said, look at this lumberjack when I went on her fucking show.
Oh my
And said
God.
right there, this lumberjack.
Wendy.
And I'd have told her off like Omarosa attempted to. Omarosa attempted to tell her off. I'm gonna tell you.
Anytime.
Because Wendy told her, bitch, you're on my show. And that was the read.
Oh, Wendy.
She got Omarosa. I'm not gonna lie. She got.
I would never post an embarrassing picture like that.
But Wendy don't think, well, first of all, Wendy Williams is shaped literally like the letter P. So
Yeah.
she don't know. She don't think it's embarrassing. She didn't think she was gonna get that backlash.
Oh my God.
Her shoulders was all.
Oh,
Did you see this? She's really dressed like Pablo Escobar.
yes, I've seen that one. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah.
She had to be like 6 feet or 5 feet.
She was a big girl. She was a big girl when she was
Now I
born.
know big girls built better than that.
And she was built like a man, Kevin, because she didn't have no chest.
No, and other than that.
And on that.
Wendy.
And had rollers in her hair.
Wendy fucking. Ooh, I needed that.
Looking for Aunt Song and Queenie. With them rollers in her hair.
So on that note, y'all guys have a great Merry Christmas.
And a happy fucking New Year. Okay?
We gotta come back at least one day.
Oh no,
next
we'll
week.
come back, but I just got a little excited just now because
Yes.
this picture.
But y'all have a good Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family. Eat right. Don't be drinking and driving. For some reason, y'all like drinking and driving on holiday weekends, and then we find out the whole report of how many people got arrested for DUIs, how many car accidents. Do not drink and drive. You can always use my Uber code, Uber the Scorpion. Get a free $10 ride or free ride up to $10 to go from here to there. You ain't got to be driving drunk. Or if you want to drink, have a designated driver. And make sure the designated driver do not drink, because buzz drinking is drunk drinking, okay? So that's my little report for y'all. Have fun. Enjoy Christmas.
Also, one more thing. If you are a Christian, okay, Christmas is on Sunday, okay? Now listen, I can't tell you what to do, but I would just hope and pray that if you don't have to work, and if you're not doing anything big, go to church and go fellowship. Okay?
Oh, that's for everybody.
Go celebrate.
Everybody's
you know?
going on Sunday.
Yeah, go celebrate. But you know, some people are not going, because some people were talking about, some people were really asking me, are you really going to church on Christmas?
That's the best, especially on a Sunday.
Why wouldn't I go?
What Alcohol Harmony says, when Christmas falls on Sunday, that's my cue for a praise break.
You know,
So,
because
come on.
that's a beautiful thing. So
And then
go.
you're celebrating the birth of Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
You're celebrating
on
his birth.
the 25th.
So just do this. If you don't have a church home, go to your friend's church. Go to the church up the street from you. Just find a church to go worship and have a good time. And I guarantee you, you will walk out feeling so good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go fellowship. Go fellowship. Don't stay at home if you're a Christian. And even if you ain't a Christian, go mingle, go fellowship. But yeah, don't stay home on Sunday, y'all. Don't stay home on Sunday.
I think I just gave myself a headache all the goddamn laughing at one. But that was a good one. So we're gonna go. Merry Christmas. See y'all next week. Peace.
It's hot in here.